What's up, boys? It's the Duel Factory once again with another video. This time it's going to be another deck profile of a Metalfoes deck that I've been theorizing with. Before I go ahead and start, I just want to go ahead and say thank you guys for the continued support. I've noticed a significant increase in my growth in channel, and I'm really proud of that, and I'm really happy that you guys like the content that I bring you. I also hope you enjoy the increased amount of content I've been bringing you, especially with the new job that I have. I've had a lot more freedom to actually put videos together and put them on the channel for you at a regular basis. That being said, feel free in the comment section below to let me know what you guys want to see. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. I'd be more than happy to give you what you guys want. But that being said, let's go ahead and get to the deck profile. So like I said, it is Metalfoes, and this deck's completely theorized, but I think it's kind of an interesting choice to play during this current format before Spirals come out. That being said, with Wavering Eyes, I don't think this deck's very good. It's not that I think it's not very good. I just think that Wavering Eyes makes it really hard to play, especially with the link mechanic. Also, the Magician deck just plays Wavering Eyes better than this deck can. That being said, I'll go ahead and show you what I have built for it. So we have 2 copies of Rare Metalfoes Bismugear. Why is my... I wasn't having such a hard time focusing. Anyway, 2 copies of Rare Metalfoes Bismugear. You don't really want to see 3 because it's you can't pendulum summon it because it's level 1, but it does have a search effect in the end phase, so you at least want to see a copy of it, and you still want to be able to see it. So we play 2. 3 copies of Gold Driver. This stuff's really standard. You play 3 of each Metalfoes, so 3 Gold Driver, 3 Volflame. Well, I should rephrase that. You play 3 of every vanilla Metalfoes, 3 Silvered, and 3 stealing. Even though we're in link format, the best hands that this deck generates are the ones that are full of Metalfoes, so you want to see as many as possible. One of the spicy techs that I have for this deck are 3 copies of Astrograph. So the neat thing about this deck is when you use the Metalfoes scales to pop each other to set your Metalfoes spells and traps, this guy triggers to add more Metalfoes to your hand, plus it's a big body you can put on the board. So I thought it has a unique synergy with the deck, plus it gives the deck additional low scales because they're all 1 scales. So I thought this deck card has incredible synergy with this deck, and it's a big body to deal with, so I think it's an obvious 3 of a Metalfoes. After that, I am playing the Ariande build, so we're playing 3 Guiding Ariande. With the Metalfoes cards, and now that Luster's at 2, I think this card's really good in this deck. Just because being able to search trap cards really good, and you're not playing the Magic Spectres anymore because you don't have Kieran. So I think this card is a solid choice to put in the deck, and I think being able to search Psalm Strike and Warning is really good, especially going first turn 1. 2 copies of Luster. This card just came to 2 off the ban list. It's not really good in the... it's not as powerful as it used to be, but I think it's better in this deck than it is the Magician deck, just because you can use it to pop more Metalfoes and start generating more effects. Plus, you can pop Ariande in this deck, so it's not terrible. Plus, you can use it. It's the only way you can make Ignister in the deck, so that's why I kind of play it too. It needs additional testing, but we'll see how it goes. And then I'm playing 3 Ash. I think this card's honestly terrible in Pendulum strategies, but because of how the format shaped up, I think it's mandatory for you to play anything competitive with 3 copies of Ash. And it's the only other way to stop Wavering Eyes, so... It's a necessary evil, along with the 1 copy of Maxi. And then on to the spells. We don't play a whole lot. For the Metalfoes, I only play 1 Fusion and 1 Full. Whenever I play the deck beforehand, I only need 1 of each of them, and I think that still holds true. Especially like the full Metalfoes Fusion, you can recycle it with Mithrilium. 2 copies of Pot of Desires. I keep going back and forth on playing 2 or 3, but I still think the correct number to play is 2. 2 copies of Painful Decision. It's just another Metalfoes, so... But it's also hard once per turn, so you don't want to clog your hand with them. That's it for the spells. On to the traps. 3 Metalfoes counter. Chase Furman made this theory popular, but... It seems like a really good because you can trigger multiple in a turn and it puts big bodies on the board without you having to use your Pendulum Summon. Plus it puts scales back in your hand, so I think it's really good. Another thing, other than putting scale back to your hand, it just puts the Metalfoes monster back into your hand in general, so you can Pendulum Summon it without having the restriction of the extra monster zone. So I think this is a solid 3 of in the deck right now. 1 combination, you only need the 1, you don't want to see multiples in your hand, and you can recycle it with Mithrilium if you really need it. And then the only other traps I play is I play 3 copies of Solemn Strike. And I also play... Oh, my dog made a surprise visit. Say hi, Chloe. But there's 3 copies of Solemn Strike, and then 1 copy of Solemn Warning. These are the cards you search off Ariande. So, and that's it for the main deck. It's 40. On to the extra deck. It's still work in progress, but I'll show you what I have. So, obviously, base Flawless. Then for the fusions, we play 3 Mythrilium. It's the best one, and this one's really cool too because you can fusion summon for it turn 1, and then you can use it to make link monsters. And then these float out more monsters to use for your links. So I think that's a really cool interaction that Mythrilium has. But it recycles all your Metalfoes spells and traps too, so it's an obvious 3 of. It's like it's this deck's version of Construct, I should say. 2 copies of Orichalc. 2 does come up, especially with Full Metalfoes Fusion, where you can fuse this off to pop a card and put another one on board. 1 copy of Alcahest. You only need 1. And then for the links, I do play Deco Talker and Proxy. Being able to have extra zones for your Pendulum Summons is really important, so I think you have to play it in this deck. The only synchro we play is 1 Ignister. It's the only one you can make. It's also the best one. So 1 Break Sword. It's the only generic 3 I play. I was going to play Grand Pulse too, but honestly, the extra deck's really tight right now. For the Rank Force, Tornado, Lightning. Well, Tornado and Lightning, that's it. These are the only ones you need. This is one of the better generic rank 4s, and this gets over Masterpiece. And then I do play 2 rank 7s in the form of Big Eye and the form of Red Eye's Flare Metal Dragon. I wasn't going to play the Tomahawk, but to be perfectly honest, that plays more cheeky than actually like good. So I just decided these 2 would be the best ones. Plus, this one, they're just clutch rank 7s, and you can make them with Astrograph and Volflame. And that was my Metalfoes deck profile, boys. Always remember to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you want to see. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Like I said, just tell me what you guys think. Later.